Hello, Angelite group. How are you today? All right, so we are going to be using the As Above deck from the Book of Shadows Tarot, which is a set that comes with 2 decks, the As Above and So Below decks. And so for your reading with Angelite, the keyword is peace. And so we want to look and see what's going on in your mind, in your subconscious. What is it that you need peace over? What is it that you need some help from your ancestors about? So if you take a minute to just breathe with me, please. Okay. All right. So interesting. You have a choice or a decision that needs to be made. You have the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And you have the Ace of Swords next to that. So this is you already intuitively, like you're probably getting messages in dream time. And you see all of the different choices rising above his head here in dream time, right? So you're getting messages about what your choices are, and you know that you have a decision to make. We have the Ace of Wands next on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. So this is a decision that's going to bring about a new beginning for you. That could be why you need peace, or why, you know, when you make this decision, it'll bring about a new beginning, which will bring you some peace. But I also feel like it might bring a little bit of nervousness, just because this is the Ace of Wands, right? Wands are always like passionate new beginnings. Then we have the 10 of Wands. Interesting that these are all like animals, mainly the animals of, well, there are a lot of animals of the zodiac in there, but there are actually a few more. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Sun. This is actually a very positive reading. Hold on, look at this. We've got, okay, the 5 of Swords, but it's depicting palmistry. Then we have the 6 of Swords. And we have the Hermit. Okay. So this is a new beginning on your path. And then you have the elemental of earth. And so this is actually, even though this is in your head, because you have the elemental of earth sitting on the bottom of the deck, this is material, it's materializing right now. It probably, something tangible will be happening this week to help you move forward. You have, again, you've got the 7 of Pentacles as the very center card of this 9-card reading here. And so with the 7 of Pentacles, it's depicted underwater. Oh, sorry. Which is interesting to me because, you know, you have up here the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups actually kind of looks like the Justice card in a way, or more about balance. So again, this is all about a choice. It's a choice between 2 things, not a number. It's not 7 things. Like, you don't have multiple things to choose from like most people would have from the 7 of Cups. And sometimes the 7 of Cups can talk about the 7 deadly sins as well. So, you know, having it sort of represented twice here in 2 sevens, you know, one being the 7 of Cups, one being the 7 of Earth, or the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about being patient, but it's depicted underwater. So it's got 7 of Cups energy to it. So it's literally, this could be like the choice between good and bad. Like, if you are, like, you know, maybe you're someone who's struggling right now, right? Maybe you're struggling with addiction or something else, which can be one of the things that, one of the issues that comes up with the 7 of Cups is, you know, addiction, you know, each of the 7 deadly sins. So if you're struggling right now and you're trying to get yourself straight, I feel like it's saying there's like there's some sort of spiritual something for you to fall back on. And if you're watching my channel, obviously you're going to be into palmistry and astrology and tarot cards anyway. So they're saying to fall back on the spiritual aspect of your life, to move forward, right? To move on to better things that are more aligned with your path, because you have the Hermit here that will make you extremely happy. It's a brand new beginning. You have the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and then the Hermit. It's a brand new beginning that is directly aligned with your path. This is like incredibly, incredibly positive. All of these cards, very, very positive. So again, like I said, this is actually materializing right now in your world, and it's going to be bringing you some peace. So just stick to, if you are struggling, stick to this spiritual path here. This is going to be a very good foundation for you going forward. If you haven't actually made it to, because this would be the past energy here on the left, and here on the right is going to be the what's coming next energy. So you may not even be feeling all of this happiness yet, but it's definitely coming in, this happiness and this peace. Okay, so now we're going to pull some charms. Okay. So what this is this is an astrology wheel. You see that? It's got all of the signs on this outer wheel here, and then it has all of the planets that correspond to the signs. It has the modalities, the elements, and then we have the flower of life here in the center. And so the way that I read this is the same way that I would read a transit chart. And if you are interested in astrology, you're going to want to follow me on my other channel, Kiss My Astrology, here on YouTube, which I will put the link, everything, so that you can find it here in the video, either at the end or somewhere in the comments, or somewhere in the description, I should say. So anyway, I'm going to read the charms like I would a transit chart. So basically anything that falls here in the outer area, this is going to be the energies that are coming in. Anything falls into the center is going to be the focus for everyone, that in general, the focus for everyone. And if it falls in a particular sign, that is a special message for that sign. All right. Okay, so we have some of them clumped up, and actually what I'm going to do, because they're kind of clumped up in the center a little bit, but that's okay. I can tell which houses they actually go in. So you just give me a second. Okay. So mainly the focus for everyone is going to be, reaching out to others. There's going to be travel, I think, for everyone. I think this is the holiday weekend, or since this reading is for April the 4th through the 10th, I believe we're going to have Easter within the time frame of this reading. So there's abundance coming in for everyone. Travel, reaching out. We have joy with the dolphin here. We do have some moodiness, although this is kind of focused on, Leo in particular. And then we do have this ballerina here, which, so the ballerina says that, there might be some of you who may have to jump through hoops, or may have to perform in some way in order to keep the peace in whatever your function is going to be. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. So the first thing with Aries that I see, we have the cross up here, and it's almost on the outer edge. So there's something, I think what this is saying is keep the faith. We have the sun here, and then we have the chair that's tipped over. So I read the chair a number of ways. If the chair is sitting upright when it falls, I read that as someone coming into your life. But if the chair is tipped over, I read that as someone leaving your life. So Aries, more than likely, there will be someone who is exiting your life at this time, but you're being asked to have faith. I do feel like when this exit, whatever this person leaving, there's going to be, it's actually going to bring you a lot of clarity. You're going to feel like your eyes are opened for whatever reason. You're going to feel like your eyes are open. All right, so let's move on to Taurus. So with Taurus, we have the arches, and then we have this little, it's like an acorn. So there's abundance coming in for Taurus, but with the arches, I feel like you still have like one more doorway to go through. Like there's one more thing left for you to do before you have this abundance that comes in. And I also have to say this kind of also looks like a nail. Like maybe there's still work left to be done for Taurus, but you do have the grapes sitting directly underneath this in your sign. So I do think there's definitely abundance for Taurus coming in, definite abundance. All right, so for Gemini, we have the boot, we have the maid with love charm, and then we have the lion. So Gemini could be dealing with a Leo, and line dancing. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, so there's something about a Leo, and I'm hearing that song like these boots are made for walking. I really need to put my earbuds in. I'll do it for the next video, but yeah, so I don't know, I feel like there's like dancing, line dancing, like maybe there's some sort of flirting going on with a Leo. Could be a Leo who's maybe, you know, into country music or something. If you're a female, this could be, and you're, you know, you are into men, then this could be a man who wears boots. I mean, either sex could wear boots actually, but I don't know. I feel like it has to do with like line dancing or something about like dating, something good. And I do have to say, in one of the other readings that I thought was recording and wasn't, there was actually two of the charm readings. We're talking about Gemini, or somebody with a Gemini and Cancer placements who was feeling very shy about the attention they were getting from somebody, or like they needed to open their heart about the attention they were getting from someone. So I don't know, there could be some flirting here going on for Gemini from a Leo maybe. Or if you have Leo in your chart, maybe you need to go out and flirt. Anyway, so now we're going to move on to Cancer. And you know what, this is so interesting because so in one of the other readings as well for the Cancer, in one of the charm readings, it was I believe it was Virgo, Libra it was somebody who had a Virgo and Libra, or Virgo and Libra placements, was going to be receiving some sort of small gift from someone who was going to be paying close attention. But there was somehow the sign of Cancer was involved in it, and the microscope was also involved in it. So, okay, so either or, so we're looking at the sun signs, Cancer, Libra, and Virgo. There's something about a small gift that's being given, right? Something very small, but from the heart. It could be a compliment. It could be, you know, like a very small trinket that somebody buys for you to give you as a gift, right? But whoever the giver is, they're really paying attention to your reaction. And they, you know, because I think because this is really something that is definitely from the heart, that's the reason they're really paying attention to your reaction. And I remember that the advice from the other reading was to be very mindful and compassionate, you know, and try to make sure that you show your gratitude. And that you don't dismiss whatever this gift is because it's given with heart. So again, keep that in mind for the signs of Cancer, Libra, and Virgo. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Leo. So Leo has the gunshot, or the gun, I should say. You have the Kinaz rune, which is like, it's like at the opening, but it was in the reverse. So there's some sort of blockage. And so you have the hot air balloon, and then you have this what you call it, great bundle here. So the hot air balloon talks about seeing something from a higher perspective, like you're not seeing things from the full perspective. But this is sort of one of those outer influences that's coming in for Leo, and it's actually affecting both Leo and Virgo. And with this gun here, the gun kind of represents like the last shot, the last, or taking aim at something. taking a shot at something, trying something, but you're feeling blocked maybe. And it's because you need a higher perspective. You need to see things from a different, someone else's point of view, maybe, or you need to see things from further away. Maybe there's time that's associated with this where it's going to take time before you're further away from it to be able to see it fully for what it is. Yeah. So now we're going to move on to Virgo. So Virgo has the baby stroller. We have the B, and that's the words, the letters BE. So the word B as in like be a baby or be something. You have the wolf. So maybe be a wolf, be one of the pack. And then you have a star here that says, I love you. Okay. Be a family, be one of the pack, be nurturing. Wolves are very nurturing. They're also very protective. They work together. This could be like be nurturing of your children, of your family. There could be children coming in, although it's not coming in because it would be out here. So this is already in your sphere. So for this week, there's something focused on children. So you're going to have to be gentle, really, because you're going to have to treat whoever it is that you are with. You're going to have to be nurturing and be gentle. You're going to have to treat them as you would a newborn, an infant. Not that they are infantile. I don't want it to seem like that. I think the message here, because if we go back over here with, remember what I was saying with Cancer, Virgo, and Libra, where there's this small gift coming in. What if the small gift is a baby, right? So you're going to have to be very gentle with this baby this week because they very much are small gifts, right? But it also could be that somebody who comes in and brings you this gift could be a child, right? And if it's a child, you're going to have to be very compassionate with the gift because you do not want to hurt their feelings. So, and it is definitely a gift that comes with love, okay? All right, so let's move on to Libra. And there is a lot of emotion attached to it. And by the way, this moon charm is straddling both Leo and Virgo. So if you're, one or the other sign, either you have placements in both or you're dealing with, one or the other. If you're a Virgo, you're dealing with Leo. If you're Leo, you're dealing with a Virgo. Okay, so for Libra, we have the cup charm in the reverse. So it's like the charm that deals with fate. So you might be feeling as if you're having a little bit of bad luck. And then you have the Capricorn charm sitting on top of that. Okay, so interesting. So maybe there's like, if you're dealing with a Capricorn this week, or there's something about a Capricorn for Libra this week where it's like the hand you were dealt. It could be hard work because that's what Capricorn energy is. It's very hardworking, very reliable, very steadfast. Like, Capricorn's always going to have your back, right? They're very successful as well. But the cup, the fate, the Perth, this particular rune is in the reverse. And so it's like feeling as if you're having bad luck. So maybe the work that you're putting in isn't working out the way that you want it to. And so you're feeling like things aren't, like there's bad luck. You do have up here, you have 2 palm fronds in your outer sphere of influence for Libra. And so there are 2 people that you can ask for help. Maybe you just need to reach out, just ask for help. In fact, I do feel like that now that I'm seeing the palm fronds with that Capricorn, definitely whatever this is, whatever you can't seem to make work, ask for help. Okay, so Scorpio, you have the bow, you have the tornado. Interesting. The tornado is actually straddling Scorpio and Sagittarius. So if you're a Scorpio who has Sagittarius placements right now, you're feeling, okay, so you're dealing with a transformation because you also have the butterfly straddling both Scorpio and Sagittarius. So for you, if you are a Scorpio with Sagittarius placements or whatever, you have placements in both signs, you are dealing with a transformation right now that you think is a curse, but it's actually a blessing. And I say that because the bow is in the reverse. It's not a curse. It's actually a gift. But it's just because you're in the middle of it right now. It feels really hard. It feels like you can't make headway, but you actually are. You just don't see it. So just keep going. This bow will turn upright, and you'll see it as a gift probably pretty quickly here. Just because this bow, whether it's in the reverse or the upright, it's still a gift. You may not be seeing it as a gift. It's still a gift though. So just, give it some time. Right now, you're just struggling. So if you're a Sagittarius, and you are struggling, you have Scorpio placements and you're struggling, this is saying, especially with the turtle, and then you have like the Maid with Love charm, and then you also have another love charm that's straddling between Sagittarius to Capricorn. So, I feel like if you're in the struggle right now, I wonder if your struggle right now has to do with like your reputation in love. So I say that because Capricorn would rule the 10th house. Like if this was just a blank chart, right? This would be the 10th house. And you've got this straddling both houses. It's the charm that literally says love. Right? So maybe there's some issue with your love life that's like in the public eye and you just don't like it right now. And that's part of the reason that you're struggling. And like you would like you have this sea turtle, you'd really rather just kind of like recede back into your shell or like go back into the ocean and heal that way, but I guess you kind of can't. I don't know. Again, this is the turtle was upside down when he fell. So, when turtles are upside down, again, they're struggling. They can't, like, they need help. You do have this love charm. I don't know. I feel like this might be something to do with relationships. I feel like there might be something happening with relationships that I don't know. It's not giving me more than this. I think it might be like, it might come in like a storm or like a tornado, like boom, all of a sudden, and then your reputation is called into question. Sorry. Okay, so for Capricorn, we have the feather. Actually, we have 2 feathers and an angel wing. Okay, so that's actually very interesting. So feathers are all about messages and angel wings are messengers. So I have a feeling that Capricorn, maybe you're getting a lot of intuitive messages this week. Really, really pay attention and write everything down. You're getting a lot of intuitive, and you do have, again, this love charm straddling between Capricorn and Sagittarius. So, maybe you're receiving messages of love from somebody, but you're getting a lot of intuitive messages. Make sure you write everything down. So Aquarius, you have the green man in the very center of your house. And then you have the fish, which is straddling both Aquarius and Pisces. And you have the dress, which is straddling both Aquarius and Pisces. Actually, the dress is more so in Pisces. So I'm going to say that it's actually in that house. I'm just going to count the fish for both signs. So what this tells me is, I feel like for Aquarius with this green man, so the green man, he's like Pan, right? Like he's very playful, very fertile, very sexual, very fun loving, very very masculine energy as well. But think of like a lush forest, right? Like that's what the green man represents. He's fertile, like very, very fertile energy. And I'm not saying you're going to get pregnant unless you really want to, but what I'm saying is I think you're probably creating some stuff because of this the fish here that's straddling the houses, your house, and then the Pisces house. And so the Pisces house, being the 12th house, is the house of like your dreams. It can also be the house of your nightmares. But with that fish, I feel like the fish and the green man, like the fish can represent abundance. It can be an abundance of emotion. Like you can be really creating something very beautiful and emotional this week, but you can also be creating something very financially abundant this week is what I'm getting from this. So take it how it resonates for you. All right. And then Pisces, you have a Maid with Love charm. You have the acorn sitting here in your outer influences, what's coming in. So acorns are always about abundance, savings or squirreling something away for the winter, right? So maybe you've saved something and it's gonna, you know, later on it's going to come in and help you in some way. But I feel like there's some sort of abundance coming in for you. You have the dress here, which is like putting your best foot forward so that you can shine in some way. You have the star here with it as well. That's, you know, and then you have, like I said, the maid with love charm and the fish that's straddling between your house and the Aquarius house, which means for you, this abundance could be absolutely an abundance of emotion and love. As opposed to money. I think for Aquarius, it's money. For Pisces, though, I think it is absolutely love. And I think you're going to want to get dressed up. You might be going out on dates or something. You know, or maybe you're getting a lot of attention because you look really good right now. Like in the transits, you know, Pisces is, we've got some good energy going in the transits right now for Pisces. So, all right, I'm going to leave this one here and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next reading.